What they don't tell you. In 2012, Paul Chek had his massage license. It ran out in 2014. He never renewed it. Number 14799. Check this out in California, registration for massage licenses. In California, you need a license. In the UK, you don't. Gavin Jennings CP4 run out. It was valid from 2005 and run out in 2019, and he never renewed it. So that means him saying he's a level 5 on C.H.E.K, which is down at the moment, is wrong, and then him saying that on the C.H.E.K Institute website that he's still a level 4 is not, because he never renewed it like me and you have to. I've not renewed mine this year because I don't want to give them any more of my money ever again, because I can see that having a license is not valid by physios, doctors, osteopaths, or any gym, or even the fitness industry, or even the government. So you're paying to use a license that's not valid anywhere. So you're just throwing your money in the air, really. That's all you're doing. I know for me it's only £60, but £60 I could spend on food or something else than rather giving it to them. Paul Chek has admitted to going bankrupt twice, and Gavin admitted to me when I last met up with him 2 years ago that when he took the institute over, it was in a financial mess. But really that's a little bit of a lie, because his own books, when the Czech Europe went into liquidation, he got a gazette notice from the Inland Revenue, and then he transferred the business name into his wife's name, which is a bit of, you know, flipping the businesses in which to try and show that the business is doing better than what it really is doing. It's called falconing, and this is what Nisha, the Pilates woman in Manchester, has done. She's got her business not even in her own name, but multiple businesses. It's called falconing to dodge tax. And she said to me, "Oh, I hate paying VAT. I keep trying to sort it out. It's a nightmare." Wait a minute, if you pay VAT, you earn more than 100k a year. So she's doing completely fine, but still moaning about it and trying to be the victim. So obviously Gavin and Czech Europe went into liquidation, got a gazette notice, put it into his wife's name. This is all documented. The links are below, so you can check it all, so you know I'm not lying, I'm not bullshitting. This is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So remember, signing up to the C.H.E.K Institute to do up to level 3, I think is £322 a month. How much of that could you put to your brand new car, to your mortgage, or to feeding your family when there's a cost of living issue at the moment? Forward head caliper, I've got the new one coming. You can buy it online for £20. To get it from them is £375. Remembering, if you buy any product from the C.H.E.K Institute now, you've got to wait 3 to 6 months for the product, but they want you to pay in advance, where legally it states in the law that if you buy any product, it mustn't be any longer than 30 days, not 3 to 6 months before you receive it. So your money will be sitting in their bank balance, so they're gaining interest on it while you're losing your money. And if something untoward happens to the institute and it goes bankrupt, say, you lose everything. People that buy products or book on courses are the last ones that get paid if there's any money left after the bankruptcy happens. I'm not saying this is happening, but everything's pointing towards that. So Check Connect is down. It should be up on the 27th, which is in 2 days. So let's see what happens with that. If it's not, then why are you paying your license? Should they be giving you a refund of your license because Check Connect has been down. I think that they should give you something. That would be the decent thing to do, wouldn't it? So we have to remember that Gavin said that he works 200 plus hours a week. Is completely impossible. There's only 168 hours in a week. I've seen him drink out of plastic bottles in live chats and stuff online, and I'm like, wait a minute, you're supposed to be the CEO of the institute. Why are you drinking out of plastic bottles? Drinking coffee, then drinking water to dilute the caffeine that he's putting into his system, which is correct. But why would you use water in plastic bottles and not buy glass ones like Paul does all the time and like I do all the time? So Paul states that before he goes to bed at night, he tests 12 to 15 cannabis before he goes to sleep at night, and he goes to bed at 9 p.m. and wakes up at 3 a.m. So why would you need to take all them different types of cannabises, like an alcoholic, have to have in a drink before they go to bed to help them to sleep, even though they only get an extra 15 minutes when you're an alcoholic? But when you're a cannabis smoker, why does he need to get out of his head before he goes to sleep at night if he's got the perfect life? 2 wives, estimated 32 million in the bank, a massive 41 acres of land, and heaven house that he lives in, and thousands of students worldwide. And that's why they make £4,500,000 off of the license every year. So you've got to think to yourself, do you want to study with an institute where the founder doesn't have a PhD, doesn't have a master's, has not been to university, he's got an holistic lifestyle coaching qualification, and he's got a medicine man qualification by this organization, which is, you can Google it, as being frowned upon by the Native American Indians around America, and the guy has got a criminal record. This is all documented online. Everything that I'm saying is documented online, and the links will all be in the posts, so you can see it for yourself that I'm definitely not lying. I'm telling you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So really think about it. Do you want to study with an institute where the qualification is not recognised by any English or an American body or anybody around the world, but is only accepted by the own institute? So what this means legally is that if you make a mistake or get something wrong with your client, and you've got bits of paper that are not valid by anybody, you're setting yourself up to be sued. So think about that. Got to be very careful these days. Got to make sure you have very good insurance, so you know that you're uncovered for £10 million if anything was to go wrong. Touch wood, in over 27 years, I've never got anything wrong. So remember that Paul didn't renew his own massage license. Gavin didn't renew his level 4 accreditation, and then called himself a level 5 a couple of weeks ago, after I exposed that Lee, Matt Warren wasn't, and Gavin himself wasn't level 5s. Then all of a sudden, dramatically, a miracle happened, and they was all level 5s exactly the same time. Now, would that really happen if you have to do all the new stuff that you have to do in which to get the level 5 qualification? I had to do a 10,000 word thesis. I had to write a book, which I published, which has had over 70 online 5-star reviews, as well as had to do a video presentation. Did all that and got my level 5 from Paul, the first one in the country. But Gavin decided to hide me on page 2. Then when you click on my profile, it goes back to page 1. I've got all video evidence of this ready for when we go to court, or whatever we both decide to do. So remember, would you study with the C.H.E.K Institute when it's not recognised by any official body, as in legal governing bodies like the government or MCIA or REPS, but REPS is no more? And would you want to set yourself up to get sued if you do something incorrectly? Because none of the qualifications are valid. They're only valid by the institute itself. That's why it charges a license, but the license is not recognised by nobody again. Now, if the qualifications were valid, I wouldn't have a video to do. If the license was valid, I wouldn't have a video to do. And if I was getting, you know, a referral once a month or once a week or whatever, or Gavin got in touch, or we've got some army guys in London, Scott, why don't you go and see them, something like that, then I wouldn't be doing any of these videos. But obviously they sabotaged me from 2013 just because I didn't give Cole Godley his money back after 7 weeks. I run my own business. If you go and look at the C.H.E.K refund policy, there's no refund policy, even though they say 30 days or 14 days, because if you open up the package, they don't give you your money back. If you download anything, there's no refund. If you watch anything over 1 hour and you've downloaded it as well, there's still no money back. This is all against the law, against consumer law. So what you can do is, if you signed up for the C.H.E.K Institute and you want to get a full refund, even if you've done the 6 years, you definitely can, but you have to prove why you want your money back. This is consumer law. This is your rights from 2015. If you're not happy with a product and it's not fit for purpose, or you're just not happy, but you can prove it, say it's glitchy and not working online, or it's too complicated for you, or too in-depth, or you're just not getting the mentoring that you thought you was going to get, you could say, I want a full refund, and they have to give it to you. If they don't, go straight to Citizen Advice, report it to them, then go to Trading Standards, report it to them, photocopy, get copies of everything that you send them an email and say you want a refund. Do not take them flobbing you off. It's your right. Everybody has this right. In England, it's 6 years. In Scotland, it's 5 years. So you can buy a washing machine, fridge, whatever. If it breaks down within 3 years, it's not. They do normally say it's manufacturer warranty. That's all out of the window now. In 2015, they passed this consumer rights law to make sure people have products that last a long time. And unfortunately, many products break down these days, as we all know. So you can get a refund. You can even take your headphones from Apple store. If they break down within a year, can you replace them, please? They have to by law. That's the law. You just got to stand your ground, that's all. But I hope this hasn't happened to you. I hope you've got all your bits of paper and you're really happy. But you've got to remember, why is Paul smoking cannabis and testing 12 to 15 before he goes to bed, when he's trying to sell you Spirit Gym and a dream? Why has Gavin's company's gone into liquidation and passed on to his wife? Why did he lie about 39,000 in assets when he owns an electric car, allegedly owns a owns a massive gym which I've been to, and he's got a private cottage? That's more than £1 million, isn't it? So why would he lie online knowing that people could find that, like myself? And then why did Paul not renew his massage license from 2014 onwards? And why did Gavin not renew his own CP4? See, it's all lies. Why are they lying to people? It's supposed to be a caring, spiritual, honest institute. And a friend of mine, his mum and dad both died within 2 weeks of each other, and or a week of each other. Really, really horrible time for this guy. He emailed Gavin, emailed Paul. They didn't even get in touch. And he was a student that wanted to go all the way like I did. End up spending 30k. So do you want to do, like, if you do the HLC, it states on the website that you don't get your full HLC certificate for 3 years, when you can do a nutritional course, a holistic course online now, and get them qualifications in 3 to 6 months. And they're fully recognised by the government and by doctors, physios, osteopaths. Whereas what you get with the Institute is not recognised by anybody apart from their own people, as in the Institute itself. So remember that as well. So you can save an absolute fortune, because now if you do the HLC, they want you to do spinal structures, IMS1, IMS2, IMS3. But really it's cash cowing you to do more and more qualifications that are not recognised anywhere. Whereas you could go, right, I'm going to do this nutritional course, going to might take 3 to 6 months, but it's recognised by everybody. Does that make sense? So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it educates you to make the right decision for you. Now, I did all the studying. I'm a level 5 master in London, did it all, completed it all, passed it all, and then they sabotaged me from 2013. And I don't know how many other people they might have done that to. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, please share, please like, and have a fantastic, pumped up